All right, this is Mrs. Flora here, and this tutorial is has been created for those of you who were having issues with students continuing to chat after you have ended your Teams meeting. Now, what I have discovered after much research and a lot of headache is that this falls under the category of disabling chat, which cannot be done with the Microsoft Teams integration with Schoology. So, what I am going to have you do, and I think really honestly, for the sake of security, is that everyone should be doing this. And I'll send out an email that specifies that or that suggests that. And just because you don't want your students chatting away after you have ended the meeting and you don't know what they're talking about. And I'm sure you're all on the same page with that. Nobody wants that. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and create a team in your Microsoft Teams app. We can still add a link from your Schoology page. So it's still, I am not sure why the district wants you to use the Schoology integration in that way where you're adding that little link there from Schoology, because you actually can just add a link for your Teams meeting that your students can access. So this is how you do that. On the Teams app, along the left-hand side where your menu is, you're going to click Teams. Okay, I'm already there, so I'll kind of move back and forth so you can see this. And so we're going to go to Teams. Then we're going to go to Join or Create Team, right up there in the top. I'll do that again, right up here, Join or Create Team. And here you're just going to create a team. You're going to choose class for your team type. Give it a name. I'll call mine Mrs. Flora's classroom. And just click Next. Here is where you'll search for your students. So you'll just start typing their name, and it will find them. For instance, Flora, Carter, etc. And then add each student once you type their name in. Go ahead and add Carter to this. So I'll have a student in there. And if you want to add teachers to your team, go ahead and click in the box and type the teacher's name, and you'll do that the same way. This designates them in a way that gives them certain permissions. So it's good to make sure that you do have students selected for the students and teachers for the teachers. Close it when you've added all your students. Now, before you go ahead and just get the link and add it to your page, you're going to want to change some settings. So here, where it says General, I'm going to click the three dots and go to Manage Channel. Here is where I'm going to disable that chat feature. They can't talk to each other through the chat in this way. So you click Only Owners Can Post Messages. And once you click that, that's all you need to do there. This is the general, the Manage Team, Add Members. These are the options for the classroom as a whole. You can manage the team here. It'll show your members, the moderators and presenters, and then your students down here. And nothing you really need to do in any of these deals here. The member permissions, you'll probably want to just leave as they are. I didn't see anything in there that would be a security issue since they are already kind of defaulted to student settings. If you want to choose a theme for your team, you can click here and change the image to something fun for your students. And it's also a place where you can rename your team. And so let's move down here. Nothing up here I think you're going to want to bother with. Okay, so you have created your team. What you will want to do now, and you've changed your permissions, is to get a link to the team. So on the three dots on the class itself, you're going to go down here and click Get Link to Team. This is the link to your team. Click Copy. And then you're going to go to your Schoology page. And I'm in my CLT team collaboration just for the demo here. And you're going to go to, what you can do is your updates. And this follows the same procedure or similar procedure as the last one. So you're going to insert content, insert a link, and paste it into the link URL. And I'm going to call this Mrs. Flora's daily meeting. You might want to call yours something like that, so that they know that's their daily Teams meeting that they'll be accessing all of the time. And I'll insert it. You might want to play around with the font and font size and that sort of thing here, and bold it. You might want to add something like, please click the link below to join our daily meeting. Okay, so that they know that's what that is there for. If you want an announcement to show that new one, you're going to, of course, go back and delete your old one so that they're not confused and go to the wrong meeting. You want to definitely make sure you do that. And you will click to make that an announcement. I'm not going to do that because my colleagues are on here and they don't want to know that I'm creating this. So you do want to click that so that it shows up first thing when they do log into the course. And then once you post it, you're going to see it here. And your students, like I said, if you click that little guy there, will see it once they go to your course. And the first thing they see will be that. Let's click back here. Now for me, since I just added it to the course, it's just going to be on the updates. I can also add it under the materials. So if I do that, let's go here. Let's say I don't want them to miss it and be confused and not know where to find it. So just in case they missed that little update, I'm going to click add file link external tool. On my home page, click link and insert the URL again here. Once again, Mrs. Flora's daily meeting. And make sure it is not displaying in Schoology, but in a new window, and click add. Now, once I've done that, I do want it to be the very first thing that they have access to. So I click and hold and drag it up to the top. So it's the very first thing on the course page. Okay. If this is confusing in any way, and I do want to remind you again, please do delete the old one. So for the old one, if this were the old one, click on the gear and delete the old meeting, so that the students are not confused and don't go to the wrong one. And if there are any questions about this, or if you're confused, if you need any further help, please let me know. Once again, I would urge everyone to do this because you have that control over those security features. I tested it out with my kids, and they had no access. When they go click on the chat, it says you have been muted. You are unable to post a message or to chat. So it's a much better option, I think. You don't get that little fancy Microsoft Teams join the meeting kind of deal, but you can enter that in as text, and you can sort of make that. You can do that anyway, really. So I don't really see the benefit to doing it the way that has been proposed and that I actually taught you to do before, with adding the Teams for Schoology in the way that we did by clicking on that Teams meeting link down there. So This way you have full access to your features when you go to your Teams app. You can see all those. It's right there for you. It's not a link just in Schoology. You actually have control of everything here. So again, please let me know if you have any questions or if you need further help. All right. Enjoy your evening.